I remember looking up at my grandmother from a very young age and a very low altitude and noticing something about her. Because over the course of 91 years, she would do this thing every day. Over the course of 91 years and every step along the way, she liked to look good. She had to get her hair done, lipstick, lace, blush, applicated, brooch pinned in, pearls pulled on, all for public presentation. Like when she would pull in the entire flock for the annual family picnic. "Yes, you must attend," she would say, and smile. Smiling with lips saturated not by lipstick, but by love. And while she liked to look good, it wasn't her hair that she tangled her life in. She was like a hair curler that wrapped itself up in family and warmed us from the inside out. And from the number of people who rapped on her front door, it was obvious that she pulled them into the family as well. And that's the way I will always feel her, in the way she gives me shape. In the way that she would sit in her royal armchair in the Clayton residence and I would kneel before her and bend my back and ear to listen desperately for her tiny, tired speech. But with good reason, I hadn't been the only one paying attention. Because over the course of 40 years, she taught hundreds of first graders those same things that she taught me. And I just wish I could go back there, you know? I wish I could go back and sit on that very front row on the very first day of school and just watch as she spoke her truth. As she formed a flurry of activity at the front of the chalkboard, I would use miles of graphite and lead and carve her lessons into the cell walls of my arteries and veins, and then let my blood erode them until they collect in the basin of my heart. And if I could, I would go back and collect all that chalk dust, scoop it up from the floor and the walls and the ceiling, and then funnel it into my ears to mingle with the mess of ideas of who I want to be and where I want to go. And I only hope that I can remember. But at least in this moment, it all makes sense. Where I've come from is no longer a faded picture or a fuzzy memory, because I can feel it in my feet, in every encounter with the ground, because here I am right step, left step grounded. And from these feet sprout roots that dive down through that Jocelyn Magness and E.B. Clayton, Cleveland County red clay that my mother used to mold into mud pies and feast on those things that matter. Suck up those things that give my soul sustenance every time I right step, left step on the fertile ground of family. But I didn't get here by myself, y'all. So my job as a grandson is to listen and remember. Not just about how beautiful she was, but to stand here on this ground and to know that from this ground will always grow something new.